Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, the big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Hines. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come back, come back!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Come back, come back! Come back, come back! Come back, come back! Go get him, go get him, go get him!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Traquan Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now they'll run it on the toss. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson, and it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Gun!
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the
partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons. Allen now on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Watching now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Allen will try again on second down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
Throwing again is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins past him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now 3rd and long coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To the air. Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Come back, come back! Tiger! Come back!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
After the interception, here's Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back, come back. Two jet. Tiger.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Flush to his right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. With a return of 108 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. They got his man complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Allen from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been. Throwing it overall.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. First and 10, way up at the 37.
Richmond. Come back. Tiger.
Back to throw, Watson. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Come back.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now they'll throw with Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Allen going to go on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
And here's Allen to throw again. Going for it all. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And the blitz does come. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC offensive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. Hopkins, strong running. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Richmond, come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
To throw on second is Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Black 99 Philly. Come back, come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Come back, come back. Richmond, Richmond. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
To the air yet again, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give them a gain of 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No. Check. Patriot.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Hines, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Watch him now, Barney. Hot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone.
Back to throw. Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ivory. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the